Hey, welcome in, folks. This is Babbage-nator. We're back in Long Dark. We're probably just going to hang out for an hour and a half tonight. We'll see. Don't want to stay up too late. We're getting a little bit late start, but yeah, as you can see, we are on day 6 of 10 in the Climbdown region. And we have only our cattails to feed ourselves. Things we don't need. Big sneeze. Yeah, I don't know what happened to this region, but there is nothing here this time. Nothing at all. No rabbits. Nothing. So I'm not certain who's going to join us this Saturday night, but we are here. So it's Saturday. We are rounding up the rest of the week. This is it. Roller, good to see you. We're just hanging out here, trying to kill some time. Walking around the Wonderland. If you can climb up here, then what? And fall off, right? That would be bad. Had a pretty relaxing Saturday. I had 2 meetings today. One of them, just sort of a informal meeting, preliminary consult discussion with a potential client for some writing coaching work or manuscript editing work, I think. Anyways, I gave them a quote, but I think it might be, I don't know, we'll see. I'm wondering if I quoted too high, but at the same time, I'm open to negotiation on the price. But I'm trying to be better about like protecting my hours. If something's going to take a lot of time, I really do need to charge money for it. Yep. I mean, truth be told, like this summer I already have like other work I'm doing. So I don't need the extra work. It's nice, but it's not essential. I think in the fall I might want extra work. And going into the spring, depending on how things sort themselves out with the university and whether or not they can figure out a way to keep me longer, or maybe hunting for a way to, looking for some sort of full-time position, and in the meantime paying my bills with consulting work. But to do that, I really need to start consulting before springtime comes. So I need to start building clientele in the fall. I think honestly the worst part of this challenge is the long waiting periods when there's like nothing else to do. I've like got 10 days in the Climbdown region is ridiculous, especially since there's nothing to hunt. This one, we had no rabbits to hunt, so we got nothing. So yeah, I had one meeting that was kind of potential work thing, but no, the meter wasn't running. I wasn't charging for that. It was just sort of a courtesy meeting. Then I had a meeting with my project group. So one of my group projects for school, we had but since the deadline got moved an extra week, we were like, okay. Very chill. And then in the later afternoon, I was like, I don't know. I don't really feel like doing anything. So I recently reinstalled Skyrim, so I was like, I'll just kind of putz around in Skyrim for a little bit. So I started a brand new run again. So all the joys of being low level with nothing. Oh, okay. Meanwhile, my roommate's out skiing today, and then I think they're getting back in a bit, and then going out with friends to the bar. Young people life. It's probably good enough. Okay. Anything for me to work on? Nothing I can work on. So yeah, yesterday I had a meeting with a different group for a different group project. We decided to meet up at a local restaurant, so we went for Thai food for lunch at probably, reportedly, Vancouver's best Thai restaurant. Which meant we ordered hors d'oeuvres and or we ordered appetizers and main courses, and spent more money than we probably should have. But the food was very good. Yeah, that was kind of fun. But it was kind of a reminder too. We kind of talked about the fact that it can be gets harder and harder to like Vancouver's not a great place to make new friends because it's so easy to kind of get trapped in routines that leave you pretty much on your own all the time or with the same people all the time, so you don't really get to know new people. And I was noting, as you get older, it's increasingly the case that it's hard to get to know people. People are busier. The rabbits. We waited long enough to get rabbits. That probably means there's a wolf here too. Wisik. It's not rabbit, it's deer. I can't hunt them. Well, unless there's a wolf around. Maybe we'll see if we can get a wolf going. Let's see if there's a wolf. And we can use a wolf to go hunting. I don't think we're getting no wolf. So the answer is there's a ton of food here if I had a bow, but I don't have a bow. So I'm out of luck again. So what were you up to today, Roller? How was your day? Okay, I'm gonna take a short break. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Hey, back again. Yeah. Taking care of business in a galaxy far, far away? Very cool. 74, so we are down to three days. Hmm. 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 So one of the things I was thinking about when I was playing Skyrim earlier today is that when NPCs die in the world, you know, vampire attacks, random wolf attacks, whatever it is, other NPCs are programmed to take their place. There's like a chain that's kind of pre-programmed, planned ahead for like who takes over when someone dies. But there's no lines, voiceover lines, that reflect any acknowledgement that someone has died. Right? There's no grief. There's no awareness. There's just like next day they're back to work. It's kind of trippy. Like, I would like to have a game that responds to the death of the NPCs. At least acknowledges it. Yeah, beyond someone took an arrow to the knee and had to retire, you know. Yeah, so I think our goal is just to speed through the days and then get up to Mountain Town. Cold. Okay, let's see. 75 days. Just 2 more days. Ooh. Okay. Made it through another night. And we are on day 76. Which means we just have one more day to go. Getting sleepy. Oh, wait. We're not even at the hour point anymore. We're getting sleepy. So we have just a little bit more time. One more day. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to make some tea. Keep myself a little bit more awake. Oh, I didn't mean to sleep. That's going to throw off our rest. almost to day 77. Okay. Day 77. We've made our day count. Okay. Congratulations, folks. Did it. Okay, let's gather up our stuff here.
Drop any of this gear.
Okay, we've made it almost to the hour mark. I think I'll try to push on for another half an hour and then wrap up. Be a short hour and a half stream tonight, but sometimes that's all I got the energy for. Time for happy naps? Yeah. I think we probably should plan on that. I am looking forward to being done with classes. Then the way things will work is that I'm still unlimited hours for the rest of May. So all the way through to May, I'm still unlimited hours, which means there'll be blocks of the day where I am not working stream. So by mid-April, I could be adding some extra streaming hours and probably daytime streaming hours. Okay, let's see, what do we need to drop here? Okay. Go drop some more stuff. Yeah, we gotta get Capital Ham off of this thing too. Okay, we're back.
Come on, little fire.
Okay. Oh, definitely getting sleepy again. Uh-oh.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay. Go away, go away. Ooh, spooky. I knew there would be one up here, but I didn't expect to get jumped like that. Okay.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy. Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Ah, good.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear. This'll come in handy.
I'm so tired today. Tomorrow I really should force myself to take a nap. Oh, I guess we could actually cook some food too. Ooh. Oh, we forgot to, we totally forgot. We need to do the, oops. We forgot we were supposed to pull a new card. So let's do this again. Here we are in Milton, Mountain Town. Okay, survey says, let's go with this one. We got Joker, our first Joker. I don't think we decided what a Joker is going to be. What should the Joker be? Is it a wild? Is it like something completely different? Or is it draw two cards? We draw two cards? That could be interesting. It could be painful. Or is there something else that we haven't done yet? Is it cash? Do we have to make a rock cash? Is it, do Do we have to craft something? Craft would be terrible because you can't craft in all regions. Not everyone has a bench. Maybe it is a cash on demand. Let's go with that. Okay, let's do that. We'll make it cash on demand. It's just the annoying enough challenge to do. Okay, let's see what we got here food-wise. We're just going to eat all the bad stuff. Food poisoning, here we come.
Oh, the stomach.
Yeah.
It hurts. Oh, God, it hurts.
So did we just get multiple instances?
I could eat anything.
Okay. Hey, Livy. It goes. We just pulled. We're doing a challenge where we have to draw cards from a deck, and it tells us what our difficulty and what the nature of the challenge is for each individual region. And we just pulled our first Joker, so it means instead of harvesting meat or boiling water or gathering hides and guts. Or just waiting long enough, as many days as possible, whatever we pulled. We have to build a rock cache, which means we need to gather 50 stones and then build it somewhere. Sounds gusty out there. $50 stones. That's how you build a rock cache. 50 stones. Good shot. Oh, I guess you are just one of our regular lurkers. Okay, so let's see what we got. I think we're going to wait a little bit longer before we head out. Yeah, so our challenge is this.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna debating. Yeah, never tried this in transition zone. We spent 10 days in the Climbdown region between Milton and Mystery Lake. That's a very long time to spend in that region, especially since most of it we had no rabbits. They did not show up. They never showed up.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, we're gonna make it into town.
I'm so hungry.
Rabbits. We don't really need more rabbits. With a workbench, we can actually craft some deer pants if we want, or we can't make a travois, which is what we really want to make. So we haven't found enough maple saplings. Okay.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Do I already have the 50 stones? No, we should start gathering them though. But we desperately need to get some maple saplings so we can make our bow. We have been very unlucky. The one time we found a maple sapling, we left it behind somewhere and I can't remember where. So, and I thought, oh, well, I'll find another one soon enough. And no, I haven't. I have not found another one. If I'm very lucky, maybe at Grandmother's we will find a cured maple sapling sitting on a shelf. That's a long shot, but might be worth it. But yeah, we do need to collect the stones.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Someone's killing rabbits. I don't see where he is. We will probably have enough food here.
Use this.
Oh, another box of crackers. Look at us. I think we're on 78 now.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry. Come on, little fire.
Ooh.
Perfect. This stuff will come in handy.
Okay.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
We're just going to grab more torches and then we will get ready to head out. And we're going to wrap the stream when we get to Grandmother's. I think after we check to see if there's a sapling. That bit of news would be very welcome.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer. I'll take it.
Okay. Have I decided where I'm building it? Well, that's a good question. I haven't yet. Better put the torch in a really safe spot right next to the gas tank.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
We don't really need those.
Barely walk with this much gear.
Do we need any more water? No, we don't. Take it and then we'll dump it. Okay. Almost done. Ooh, tired.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay, let's say quick little hop over to the gas station, or not gas station, the post office.
Is getting too heavy to carry.
Ah, Maglins. Okay, we'll save the rest of town for next stream. I'm getting pretty tired, so we're gonna wrap up here. We're gonna go in, we will check for the sapling, and then we will wrap up. Ooh, tired. Okay, let's go check on that sapling.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Okay. Oh,
Never know.
flare gun.
Could end up being useful.
Let's see if we find any flare guns. Ooh. That's disappointing. I was hoping for a sapling. Okay. Ugh, so tired. Okay, I'm getting distracted. So let's Leave and
I'm not gonna be able to
re-enter.
carry this load for much longer.
We're on day 78. This is where we're going to save for tonight. Okay, 78. Oh. So we'll read one poem and then we will rate someone else. How appropriate. Hey, this is from my first book, Lost Country of Sight, published by Anhinga Press in 2008, winner of the 2007 Philip Levine Prize. This poem is appropriately titled Seeking Shelter at -50 degrees. It's part of a series of poems that revolve around the book covers a lot of different territory, a lot of different themes, but this particular section draws on, well, there's a lot about nature, a lot about growing up. Part of my childhood was spent in Saskatchewan, where it's very, very cold. Hence the title. Seeking shelter at -50. Trying to thaw, we sat by the dim warmth of the wood-burning stove, brittle as our clothes, frozen, our few words a visible fog. Outside, the thin wooden walls, the wind-driven branches tapped like blind men, or perhaps a prisoner in solitary testing the depth of his world. Down the north gravel road, an abandoned farmhouse full of imagined lights, whispers the shuffling of raccoons, old papers. In the gullies, ghost cars, still shining like new, rested where they were thrown, miles from anywhere. And far above, stars, the color of snow, each a lone boat drifting in the dark sea. So the poem takes its inspiration from, and those of you who've been around the channel for a while know, like I give a little, I'll read the poem and then I'll give a little background info on the poem, behind the poem. So in this particular case, this is really drawing on some memories of when I was in Scouts as a kid. And one of our winter camps, it was bitterly cold, that particular camp. So cold it was, like pushing -50. And I remember I had these leather mittens that were very warm, except for if they got wet. And they did get wet. And then they froze solid. And I would come in from the cold and I'd tap them against the side of the wood-burning stove. And they would ring like cowbells. They were so brittle. They were so frozen stiff. Yeah, so there's that, and that was a trip where we stayed in a non-insulated cabin, so it was just a wood-burning stove that kept the cabin warm, and and then one night, some of the scouts, you know, we ended up going out and exploring down the road a bit, this country road, farm road, down the gravel road a bit, and we saw like this abandoned farmhouse, just the ruins of it. And so the older scout said we should go and check it out. So there was a group of us that went over there, and then really, really brave people, because it was really dark out except for the stars, went and decided that they would explore, look around the inside of the farmhouse. And it was super spooky. I was not one of the super brave ones, so I didn't get to do that. But they reported back to us what they saw and heard, and you know, and it was kind of a haunting of raccoons shuffling around, noises that they heard. On the way back, you know, the light, you know, from the stars was enough that we could see, like out on the farmer's field just off of the road, a whole like field, like a whole section of field that was just covered, like close to the road, was covered with these old cars from the 40s and 40s and 50s. Now, I think most of us really didn't know, at least I didn't really have context for this. I didn't know until many years later that a lot of farmers collect old vehicles and they just kind of park them on their property. And you kind of see this when, if you ever see like American Pickers or some of these, shows where people go around and check out, you know, auctions and try to collect antiques from different places. So you'll have these sort of automobile graveyards, but to us, in the darkness with the starlight shining down on it, they did look eerily new and gleaming in the light, and so it just kind of haunted me. And someone said, "Yeah, they're like it looks like they just all fell off of the same train at the same time and they just piled up on the field like that." And so it kind of stuck with me as a kid, like they were kind of like ghost cars. I really like this final image too of the stars as just lone boats. Each of them, we see them all clustered together, but in reality, each star is completely isolated, light years apart from each other. You know, and are indeed just like lone boats drifting in the dark sea. So, okay, so that's where we're going to finish off for tonight. Yeah, we almost made it our 2 hours. Whew. So we're going to find someone to raid. Let us figure out who we could go do for that. 2 is up. I feel like lately there's been like either I'm just streaming at a different time than most of my friends, or a lot of people have kind of taken a break from playing The Long Dark and are playing other things. But I do see, so I think it's probably both, schedule changes. Who do we want to visit? There is Slid Holmes. Yeah, we'll just visit Slid Holmes, I think. Slid Holmes is a great TLD streamer, but this is a no mic channel, so we just get to watch him play and he interacts in chat. But and just apologies in advance. I think ads are running, so we'll probably join him right about then. Okay, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and I will be back Tuesday night, most likely. Yeah, and like I said, I think as we get closer to the end of my academic turn, I should have some more time to stream in the middle of the day. Okay, till then, see you all. Bye.